Today, we're diving deep into the new Snapdragon 8 Elite, Qualcomm's latest high-end chip. It's set to power some of the most anticipated flagship devices of 2025, including Samsung's Galaxy S25 series. But there's something concerning about this chip that has everyone talking. Early reviews reveal some pretty alarming heat issues. So let's unpack what's happening with the Snapdragon 8 Elite, why it's causing problems, and what this could mean for the Galaxy S25. For years, Apple's iPhones have set the speed standard, but Qualcomm has been catching up, with the Snapdragon series narrowing the performance gap with each generation. The Snapdragon 8 Elite, which follows last year's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, promises huge improvements. Qualcomm has gone all out on this chip, introducing custom Oryon CPU cores and a reworked Adreno GPU with sliced architecture. According to Qualcomm, the chip boasts a 45% performance boost over its predecessor, with a GPU that's around 40% faster, all while being more power efficient. Now that sounds like a game changer, but as the saying goes, speed kills. A powerhouse chip means nothing if it overheats and becomes unstable under real-world use. One of the first phones to use this Snapdragon 8 Elite is the Realme GT7 Pro. Android Authority and Digital Trends have had their hands on it ahead of its official release, and their findings are pretty troubling. The Realme GT7 Pro reportedly gets uncomfortably hot under stress, to the point where the phone disables most apps except for basic functions like calls and messaging. In benchmark tests like 3Mark, the phone even crashed and showed heat warnings on the screen. Temperatures reportedly reached a blistering 46 degrees Celsius. Even when the phone was switched to power-saving mode, it couldn't handle the GPU benchmark without shutting down. If that's not concerning, remember that the Snapdragon 8 Elite is supposed to be one of the top-performing chips for flagship devices in 2025, including Samsung's Galaxy S25 series. Let's talk about what's under the hood. The Snapdragon 8 Elite is built on TSMC's 3nm process, and Qualcomm has packed it with 2 prime cores clocking at 4.32 GHz and 6 performance cores at 3.53 GHz. While this design is expected to push performance boundaries, it's clear that there are thermal trade-offs. Benchmarking tests, which are designed to push devices to their limits, are revealing these issues early on. But it's worth noting that benchmarks don't necessarily represent day-to-day usage. They're like pushing a car's engine to its absolute max, not something you'd normally do. However, even outside of benchmarks, the Realme GT7 Pro has reportedly gotten warm after about 30 minutes of gaming. Now, here's another twist. There are reports that the Realme GT7 Pro might be trying to cheat benchmarks. According to Android Authority, the device was found using higher power than it should in certain tests, potentially bypassing built-in thermal limits. When reviewers use spoof versions of these benchmark apps designed to prevent cheating, the Realme GT7 Pro showed reduced performance, suggesting it might have been overstating its real capabilities. Even so, less intelligent is better than Realme. But even with improvements, heavy users may notice warmth under demanding apps, especially gaming and multitasking. And overheating isn't just uncomfortable. It can impact battery life and cause performance throttling. Imagine paying a premium for the latest Galaxy S25 only to find it underperforms because it's throttling to cool down. The question now is whether Qualcomm or manufacturers like Samsung can find a balance. It's a race to see if they can tame this powerhouse before it becomes a problem for consumers. We'll be keeping a close watch on this story as more Snapdragon 8 Elite-powered phones come to market. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the latest in mobile tech, and drop a comment below. Do you think overheating is a deal breaker, or would you trade a low heat for more speed? Samsung has finally removed all doubts about a new Galaxy Z Fold model arriving this year. If the leaks hadn't convinced you yet, today's announcement confirms it. The Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition is real, and it's arriving soon. But now, the big question is, how does this special edition differ from the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which was released just a few months ago? One of the first differences between these two foldables is their availability. While the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is available in various markets around the world, the special edition might be harder to get. Samsung has only announced it in South Korea so far, with plans for it to reach China next. If you're in the West or other regions where the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is sold, you may not see this special edition on store shelves anytime soon. Samsung describes the special edition as the thinnest and lightest Galaxy Fold ever made. Measuring just 10.6 millimeters when folded, it's slightly thinner than the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which comes in at 12.1 millimeters. Additionally, it weighs 236 grams compared to the Fold 6 239 grams. Not a huge difference, but notable for those who prioritize portability. When it comes to dimensions, the special edition is wider than the Fold 6, both when folded and unfolded. This difference gives it a broader display, making it more user-friendly for those who are used to regular smartphones. The unfolded dimensions of the special edition are 157.9, 142.6 x 4.9 millimeters, while the Fold 6 measures 153.5 x 132.6 x 5.6 millimeters. The wider design also leads to different aspect ratios. The special edition boasts a 2018 aspect ratio for its main display, while the Fold 6 uses a more traditional 4:3 ratio. This wider layout offers a slightly better experience for tasks like multitasking or viewing content. Samsung hasn't revealed much about any potential upgrades to the displays. However, we do know the special edition has an 8.0-inch main display and a 6.5-inch cover screen. In comparison, the Fold 6 has a 7.6-inch main display and a 6.3-inch cover screen. Both phones likely support 120Hz refresh rates, but Samsung hasn't confirmed this. In terms of durability, the special edition is made with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for extra protection and features a distinctive stripe pattern on the back. Its frame is made from armor aluminum, ensuring it stays tough against everyday wear and tear. One surprising difference is the lack of S Pen support on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. Samsung confirmed this on their South Korean store page. On the other hand, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 does support the S Pen, making it the better choice for fans of Samsung's iconic stylus, even though it requires a separate purchase and doesn't have a built-in slot for storage. If the S Pen isn't a priority for you, the special edition might still be appealing, but it's worth considering this omission before making a decision. Both phones pack serious power under the hood. They share the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chipset, which first appeared in the Galaxy S24 Ultra. This powerful chip ensures that both devices can handle demanding tasks with ease. However, the special edition stands out by offering 16 GB of RAM as standard, whereas the Fold 6 comes with 12 GB. This extra RAM helps the special edition manage tasks like Galaxy AI more efficiently. The special edition also ships with 512 GB of internal storage, whereas the Fold 6 gives you options of 256 GB, 512 GB, or 1 TB. As for the battery, both models have a 4400 mAh unit, although Samsung hasn't mentioned if charging speeds differ between them. One of the most notable upgrades on the special edition is the primary camera. The special edition is equipped with a 200-megapixel main camera, compared to the 50-megapixel sensor on the Fold 6. This upgrade is significant and could be a game-changer for those who prioritize photography on their foldable device. Other camera specs remain similar across both devices, including the telephoto lens and the 4-megapixel under-panel camera. The special edition also has an advantage when it comes to connectivity as it supports Wi-Fi 7. This feature is only found on a few other Samsung devices like the Galaxy S24 Ultra, while the Fold 6 tops out at Wi-Fi 6E. Now, what about the price? The special edition will cost approximately $300 more than the Fold 6. In South Korea, the special edition will be priced at around $2,789,601 or $2,036, while the 512 GB Fold 6 goes for $2,388,101 or $1,743. Ultimately, the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition brings some exciting upgrades like a larger display, 16 GB of RAM, and a 200-megapixel camera. But if S Pen support is important to you, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 might still be the better choice. Either way, both of these foldables are top-tier devices, each with its own strengths.